Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka yesterday appeared before the Azimio La Umoja selection panel for the interview for the position of Raila Odinga's running mate in the upcoming general election. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka had indicated that he was not going to honor that interview. And the move by Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka to attend that interview has really disappointed William Ruto and his key allies. You can tell from their body language, you can tell from their action, and you can tell from their reaction. If you visit Oscar Sudi's wall, you visit Kipchumba Murkomen's wall, you visit Didmas Baraza's wall, and most of William Ruto's allies, they are really disappointed by Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka's move. Why do you think they are disappointed? They are disappointed for several reasons. In this video, I want us to look at why William Ruto and his key allies are disappointed by the fact that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka attended that interview. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button. To the subscribers, please, I want to ask you guys to give this particular video thumbs up. Now, let us look at the last minute move by Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka to attend the interview. Why do you think Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka finally decided to attend that interview?
And as a member of that panel, I want to make it very, very clear that the position that has been taken by my party leader, His Excellency Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, that he is not going to appear before the panel. So, Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka will not appear before the panel. The panel can make whatever decision they want to make.
Kalonzo Musyoka is not attending the interview on Monday. Mr. Wekesa, andika mahali, notes, Musyoka is not attending. Alafu wewe usidhubutu kutoa majibu ya kusema ati Kalonzo hakukuja, alafu utapatia kiti mtu mwingine deputy president. Si museme kitaumana? Paje ubiuba? No Kalonzo! No Kalonzo! No Kalonzo!
3 days later.
Yumbia, kidogo tu ashuke. Kidogo tu. Good morning. How are you? Are you ready for the interview?
I am. And I am, and I will have a cup of tea after.
Thank you.
All those are politics. But the question is, why do you think Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka finally appeared for that interview? In my view, he appeared for that interview mainly for three main reasons. Number one, Uhuru Kenyatta prevailed upon him. It was revealed that Uhuru placed a phone call to Kalonzo Musyoka and asked him personally to honor the interview. Number two, Gideon Moi had actually endorsed Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka for the position of running mate. And if you look at politics critically, you will agree that Gideon Moi had a very good idea why Kalonzo needed to attend this interview. If someone was going to emerge, let's say Raila Odinga was going to appoint someone, let's say Kalonzo refused to attend the interview, then Raila Odinga ends up with someone from the larger Mount Kenya region, it means in 2027, someone from the larger Mount Kenya region would be in the picture. So Gideon Moi is not keen on someone from the larger Mount Kenya region being groomed again, because he intends to inherit the Kikuyu votes post Raila Odinga's presidency. So I think the fact that Gideon Moi had endorsed him, Gideon Moi maybe prevailed upon him. Number three, I also think that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka was keen on avoiding being blamed for missing the interview and locking himself out. Let's say if Raila Odinga had agreed with Uhuru Kenyatta that they were going to appoint someone else from the larger Mount Kenya region, and Kalonzo Musyoka missed this interview, so it means they would have claimed that Kalonzo Musyoka missed, and therefore, and that would have just been enough reason to give an excuse for locking out Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. But if you look at politics critically, the move by Kalonzo Musyoka to appear for that interview has both sides of the coin. It is good and it is also bad for Kalonzo Musyoka's run politics. If you ask me, Kalonzo Musyoka is now coming out as someone who is undecided. He can't make his own decision. He can't decide for himself. You know, it's not the first time he's making an about turn. Kalonzo Musyoka was on record that he would be a fool to support Raila Odinga. Again, he said that he was not going to attend this interview. Then he turns up for the interview. What does that tell you about Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka as a person, a presidential candidate? He comes out as someone who is indecisive. Number two, it also portrays Kalonzo Musyoka as a Kamba leader. You know, the push to make Kalonzo Musyoka a running mate is actually pegged on the Kamba votes. That's how narrow Kalonzo Musyoka narrowed it. That for him, for Raila to get Kamba votes, he must appoint Kalonzo as the running mate. And his Kamba brigades were very clear on that. So basically, if Kalonzo Musyoka was to be appointed today, Kenyans would think that he's been appointed primarily for the Kamba votes. This is someone who had been a vice president, had been a running mate, and therefore needed that national appeal. He missed that. Again, it's also sending mixed signals to his allies, to his support base. Now, he's telling his supporters that if I want to be appointed, then Ruto will win. How will Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka go back to his team and tell them that, okay, I've not been appointed, but I want to support Raila Odinga? So Kalonzo Musyoka has committed several political mistakes by going to that particular event, but it has also its advantages. And I'll do a separate video why the move by Kalonzo Musyoka to attend that interview was the best for him. But why do you think William Ruto and his brigades are not happy with Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka? In my view, number one, why they're not happy is the fact that as we speak, if Kalonzo would not have attended that interview, he would have automatically by now been locked out of the running mate. William Ruto and his brigades were looking forward to Kalonzo Musyoka failing to attend the interview. If Kalonzo Musyoka had failed to attend that interview, William Ruto and his brigade would have been sure that Kalonzo Musyoka was not going to be considered as a potential running mate. So they would have gone to the Kamba region and told them that Kalonzo amechezwa huko, he's not a running mate, and it's nobody. Remember, in Kenya Kwanza, everybody who's going there cannot even dare talk about the running mate. They cannot even dare talk about sharing power. That only happens in Kenya, in Azimio. But the truth of the matter is that had Kalonzo Musyoka not attended this interview, he would have automatically locked himself. And that is what William Ruto and his team had wanted. The fact that he attended that interview, and with the information that it's President Uhuru Kenyatta who prevailed upon him, and the fact that Kalonzo Musyoka was very clear that he entered into Azimio via Uhuru Kenyatta, then it means Uhuru Kenyatta can figure out and compromise and prevail upon the candidates from the larger Mount Kenya region to step or to accept him. And that's why the statements by Peter Kenneth Peter Munya, Martha Karua, Sabina Chege, that they would support anybody who will be appointed is important. So that's important. Number two, assuming that Kalonzo Musyoka did not attend that interview, William Ruto would have had this opportunity now to go to the Kamba region and explain to them or tell them how Kalonzo Musyoka is actually disrespected in Azimio. Remember yesterday, he was in Ukambani and he had intended to go to Ukambani on the day Kalonzo Musyoka was expected not to attend the interview. So when he went to the Ukambani region and started telling the people of Ukambani how Kalonzo Musyoka is being subjected, is being humiliated, is being subjected to humiliation in the name of interview, the people there started walking out on him. Why do you think they were walking out on him? They were walking out on him because for them they knew that even the deputy president himself subjected himself to an interview. They are aware that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka subjecting himself to that interview probably might not be the best thing as UDA wanted them to believe. Or maybe they knew that William Ruto was trying to use that for propaganda, and that's why they walked out. If you are doubting, watch this clip briefly. Number three, which is also very important, assuming Kalonzo Musyoka did not appear for that interview, it would have meant that Raila Odinga was going to be isolated because Weta and Mudavadi had left. Gideon Moi had said he was not going to appear before that interview and he was going to endorse Kalonzo Musyoka, and the man he was endorsing was also not going to appear. So in short and in general, Raila Odinga was going to be isolated further, and that would have been a good platform for the deputy president, because you know how William Ruto operates in this country. He's a guy who understands politics. He knows how to communicate. He can pick up any line and use to his advantage. So the fact that he appeared there means that he's still, as we speak now, even people like Mutula Kilonzo Jr. are not sure on what they want and how to operate with Kalonzo Musyoka. So Raila Odinga is now not isolated. Until that time, I think it will need to be tomorrow or next week when they'll be unveiling or submitting the name of their candidate to IBC. So the truth of the matter is that as we speak, Raila Odinga is not isolated because he has Kalonzo. If Kalonzo had left, you would have said that the entire NASA brigades have deserted him. And lastly, I think William Ruto had also intended to use that particular interview to create anti-Raila Odinga sentiments in the Ukambani region. You know, one thing William Ruto is keen on is winning the support from two main regions, basically three, but two, Western and Ukambani. If he can succeed in locking out Raila Odinga from Ukambani and succeed in locking him out of Western Kenya, or of the Luhya nation, the deputy president would be comfortable, because even the gains which Raila Odinga would be getting in Mount Kenya region would then be covered by the laws in Ukambani and by the laws in Luhya nation. The truth of the matter is that for Raila Odinga to become the president, he must get at least 30% or 40% in the larger Mount Kenya region. Raila Odinga must maintain his strongholds. The strongholds are currently under serious threats from none other than the deputy president. So the fact that Kalonzo Musyoka appeared for that interview means that he is likely to stay in Azimio, whether he's going to be appointed the running mate or not. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. Thank you guys, and please, may you have a good day. What next for Raila Odinga after Amason Kingi's departure? Tukutane baadaye.